the complete journey from New Delhi metro station to Yashobhoomi Dwarka sector 25 will approximately take 21 minutes. Now, according to official reports, this Yashobhoomi is equipped with the largest LED media facade the country has seen. It also has been constructed using materials and elements inspired by the Indian culture. You see the brass inlays. All that you see on your screens is a combination of Indian tradition and the modern technology. Prime Minister can be seen interacting with the shopkeepers there, trying to understand the shoes that they have made. A conversation Prime Minister having with those shopkeepers who have set up shop at the convention center. Milan, we can see how, over the past almost half an hour, Prime Minister can be seen having a conversation with different sectors of the society in the metro, from senior citizens to the young children. And now we are seeing, once he was at the metro station, he spoke with the workers who were working at the metro station, from architects to the engineers. And now he can be seen having a very candid conversation with the shopkeepers who have set up shop at the convention center.
Well, Aishwarya, what I'm trying to understand from the kind of interactions that the Prime Minister is currently having is looking at these craftsmen and small artisans that work for the country. So whether it's someone working, to make shoes, or whether it's someone to make, artisanal pots and pans and other utensils that we often see in a lot of cultural hubs and traditional hearts in the country. That is where the small-scale, medium entrepreneur and the backbone of these craftsmen actually lie. And this is something that has also been one of the push from the government, to bring in sort of reforms for these people who are able to maintain their age-old traditional work along with changing times. So whether it's bringing forward a platform by the government to put in, or to market most of these artisanal wear online, or connecting them with the investors, or helping them to bring forward the kind of efficient tools and the efficient craftsmanship of their, resource. This is something that the government also works on very keenly. And we have seen that whenever the Prime Minister also, participates or perhaps hosts international events of the scale of G20. In fact, let me just recall that all the gifts that have been given from the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's side to the international heads of state and, the leaders of the G20 or 21 countries have been made of all the traditional artisanal values that India holds, whether it is a pashmina or whether it is a scarf that perhaps was made in Gujarat, in Kutch, with the mirror embroidery, or whether it has been a sari that has been hand woven and hand printed. So all these form part of India's cultural heritage. That is also something that the Prime Minister's office and the government of India wants to keep intact. So there has been an interaction with the people in the metro. Now there's been an interaction with craftsmen and artisans who work in the Indian, setup of keeping their traditional employment and workforce intact. And this convention center will perhaps be a stepping stone for them as well, because a lot of artisans and craftsmen will also be, employed, and they will be brought into the convention center to hold big exhibitions that are perhaps something that India looks forward to propagate the sale of traditional hand-woven and handmade, things related to clothes or articles, artifacts, bags, etc. So this is something that, the Prime Minister has perhaps imbibed into the entire idea of, the launching of Yashobhoomi and the inauguration of such a big international convention center, and also connecting it with the people, connecting it with the modern public infrastructure like the Indian, the Delhi Metro, as well as the Delhi Airport Express line. And of course, there seems to be a sense that a lot of this convention centers can be built, of course, outside the mainland of the Delhi area, which will also lead to a lot of space for travel and well connected areas to to the convention center from the airport. And in such line, of course, the Dwarka 25 metro station as well as the 21 sectors are being connected, which will boost not just connectivity but also reduce travel time for passengers as well as for delegates or international convention holders or conference holders that come to Delhi or Dwarka to hold these international events, Aishwarya.